today is day 13 of my 30 days of service, and it was a great day. Worked with a really interesting organization today called Beauty Bus Foundation. Started by two cousins after the sister of one and the cousin of the other died in her late 20s of ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. And when she was sick before she passed away, she was fortunate enough to have at her disposal home beauty treatments. So, getting her hair cut and styled and manicures and things like that. And her sister and cousin really saw what a difference those treatments made for her. Just, giving her the dignity that we all deserve and want to have. There's something about when you look better, you feel a little bit better. And so after she passed away, they ended up starting this foundation that provides in-home beauty treatments for people suffering of either a chronic or a terminal illness. And I'm talking rather simple beauty treatments, a haircut, manicure, things like that, nothing too extreme. So they started this organization, which is fantastic, and they pair for each time they're going into a home. They pair up two people, a beauty professional who's a volunteer and a beauty buddy. That's what I was. I'm not a beauty professional. And so today we went to a gentleman's house, his name is Scott, and spent some time with Scott and his wife, and she is his primary caregiver, so she also gets a beauty treatment. Got to meet their two young twin boys, as well as some other family members who were there. And Scott needed and wanted a haircut. And Scott is in his early 40s. He is suffering from ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, same thing that the founders lost their relative to. I don't think I had ever met someone with ALS before, much less been in their home. And there's certainly something shocking about seeing someone, even though I didn't know him, but seeing someone in the stage of the illness that he's in. He is not able to speak, but is able to communicate normally via a computer, from what I understand. However, today he communicated with the beauty professional Janine and myself with the assistance of his nurse as well as his wife, and his brother was there, so we were able to communicate some with him. And it's it's a tough disease, and something that will eventually take his life. So certainly that aspect of the day was difficult, but being there with Janine, and let me tell you about Janine. So she is the owner of a salon here in Los Angeles called Heroin, very cute name, which is actually very close to my house and near a lot of restaurants I go to, so I told her I'd stop by. And I loved her. She is this super busy stylist with her own salon and 20 chairs at her salon, which is a big salon, and takes time in the middle of a day. She was at the salon this morning and then came over to Scott's house to cut his hair and to cut his wife's hair. And I think that is fantastic. She uses her trade, her skills, to make a difference in other people's lives. So I have enormous respect for her, and I hope that if you're watching this and you're in LA, you'll go meet her and go to her salon. So it was really just a interesting thing to see. And so Scott got a haircut. It was done. He was in his bed, and he got the haircut, which we were talking with him, and when it grows out too much, it gets itchy, and he does do a lot of laying down and things like that. So it was great for him, and he was very thankful. As was his wife, and she even admitted to us, look, she has two young boys and a sick husband, and she is the primary caregiver, so she doesn't take a lot of time for herself. And she said she probably gets only a couple haircuts a year because she just doesn't think about it, and she's very low maintenance. So it was great for her to get a little escape, even just for the 20 minutes it took to cut her hair, to just have that treatment done. And it was nice because we didn't talk about the disease or anything like that. We just talked about life and got to know each other and hung out a bit. And then when I left, I got to give them each a bag of beauty, which just has some beauty supplies in it and things like that. Great soaps and lotions and things like that. So a huge thank you to my friend Kathy, who is on their board, who set me up with this opportunity. I had reached out to all of my friends when I was looking to do my 30 days, and this is something she mentioned to me, and I absolutely love the concept, love the organization, love all the people there, and my best and all of my prayers go out to Scott and to his family, and I thank them for letting me come into their home today to share a little time with them. It's on to day 14.